for the sake of Durathil, who was not here last week,
Yeah.
when you guys went to this small little isolated icy village, in fact I shall bring up the map on the stream for people so they all know what's going on.
Indeed.
So there was a tiny little ice village all the way over here, on the top corner of the map. Despite the weather being like very autumnal, this village was encased in ice. Going around you find bodies that were half melted, frozen in place, like a massive battle had occurred with magic. Uncontrolled magic at that. And inside you found a small little tiefling who is actually the host of... Did I see the bronze dragon?
Yeah, copper.
Copper, thank you.
I
I always get mixed
or...
up because bronze and copper in my head are pretty much the same metal.
Mhm.
Well, in terms of colour. Brain just merges them together.
I get that.
It
But
was
anyway,
copper.
you found the Copper Dragon's host, and he had been fighting with Shiro Mengami in this village, hence why people were frozen and half melted. And he would very much appreciate a chance to get back at the little uppity princeling. So with him in tow, you guys ventured to Shiro's lair, which wasn't the easiest place to find. But thankfully you had someone who knew how to track him down and where he was. And upon entering, he said, you know, oh look, I've got a door, you got to get the keys to come in, so have fun getting the keys. And so you've been doing a whole load of traps. You fought a mimic, which was pretty cool. Pretty much ended it with it being latched to Tom's arm, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Leonard just constantly smashing it with a hammer. And a small swift jumping puzzle, and now you guys are about to enter the next chamber.
Oh boy.
There you go, quickest sum up in history. So, I'll let you guys decide. What do you want to do?
First,
Check traps.
yeah, check for traps.
Oh,
I
yeah, good
glare at Jin. Check for traps. To glare at Jin because apparently we're not good enough at checking traps, aren't we?
Well, I mean,
No.
if we're factually not good enough, then better leave it to the experts.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I just dropped a load of stuff on the floor.
Oh, jeez, just loading.
He is a master of grace and dexterity. Just drop some things.
Cling, cling, cling.
Nobody move. I think I dropped my brain.
Ooh, peanut.
Where are my glasses?
I can't see
19.
without my glasses.
2 seconds. I was about to do it.
No.
God's sake, Tashi, you're so impatient.
I am trying to check these things.
You're meant to be a role model. Patience is a virtue.
Not to the small, it's not. Okay. So, Tom and Trim, whilst you guys are looking down this corridor looking for traps, you don't see anything that would be considered a trap. A couple of loose cobblestones on the stone flag floor.
We all know what that means.
Yeah, nearly made the check, the DM is being kind.
You could have just turned around and said, "Yeah, it's clear," and walk straight into it.
Well, no, that's
Fun,
not how
because I
this
don't get to
game
discuss in
works.
the next room ahead. In the next room, you see nothing. Apart from a very thick, low-hanging mist. For you guys, it's not too bad. For Trim, it is about her eye level.
Oh God. Why?
Because I'm
Oh.
evil. That is why.
Can I like, pick her up by her lapel and just carry her with one hand like a handbag?
God.
There, now you can see.
Well,
Anyway,
you literally
I'll let you guys carry on.
Introducing the
literally
Nutrient
carrying-
Passion Mage.
Exactly.
The handbag
you
of Trim.
Are you literally picking me up by like the scruff of my arm, or are you like just sort of carrying me
On the,
like
the back of your collar,
But oh, gee, thanks.
like a mother cat lifting a kid.
I'm sorry.
He says, "Ah, yes. Do you like my hammer? It's made of halfling."
God. I'm just
The
not.
fine-
Well, that
Finest
did happen last
halfling.
week. Trim was turned back
Finest
to Leonard and just went, toss me. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Woof.
Tosh me!
throw me
Yeah,
across
have
the
you
room.
seen
Trim,
Leonard's
can you see
strength?
better
It's like
now?
insane with those gauntlets on.
That's very true. Can you see better now, Trim?
What do thy halfling eyes see?
I mean, presumably the same as everyone else now, just with less mist.
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. You just see the thick fog. Before it was like, oh, that's a wall of fog. They were
I
like,
can't
oh,
see
it's just a
shit.
floor.
Flora fog.
Okay, so
I'll continue to hold on to her by the scruff of her neck until such a time where it becomes an inconvenience.
this is like this is like about I think the fourth or fifth time that you've been carrying me now.
Well, you're short.
Yeah, I know that.
Anyway,
Still,
I suppose if the experts say there's no traps, then
yeah. As far as we know, there's no traps, but I'm not too keen since they're
What
very
else
cleverly
is it?
concealed.
What else is in this misty room? This foggy
You
foggy
cannot
room.
see. You just see a very thick mist.
Noise. There's nothing here we've missed.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Thank you.
Edwin.
To
God
correct
damn
yourselves,
it!
what you mean is, there's nothing here you missed off your notes, to which there are none. Because I, like all good DMs, keep these things in my head.
Do we not have Shinju? Do you not have like a cantrip or anything like prestidigitation or?
Yeah, I have prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Can you try and like blow this mist? I know that's your area of expertise.
Or wouldn't something like Thunderwave actually blow it away, giving it the fact that it's a...
Oh!
I mean,
No, it wasn't that. It was just the fact of what.
nothing
said
out of
then.
light, yeah.
Oh,
Things like that.
it's horrible.
I've been away too long. I'm rusty. Like a trombone.
Yep. You can use prestidigitation, so you're just going to create a small gust of wind to lift the fog up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lift all the fog up out of the way. You can see that the floor carries on quite happily into this central chamber. They haven't noticed you yet. They are not aware at this time of the wind lifting. But
What is they?
crouched in the mist, unseen to you all, you see a few of Shiro's allies, let's say. Minions. Ninja.
Might we engage in stealth?
You may do so. Please feel free to roll some stealthy checks.
Some stealthy checks.
So who's going?
Oh, 20.
Some
Oh,
checks of stealth, if you will.
So are all of us going, or is
Well,
it just
Whoever
the
wants to be stealthy.
I'm going to stay back, like, so that I can cast stuff like long range
yeah,
in case
that's
they...
probably for the best.
Okay, then, so the monk is on 20, the rogue is on 25. Shocker.
Dun dun dun.
The one that's good at stealth is actually good at stealth. Alright then, so Tom and Durathil, what do you guys want to do?
Proceed.
You are feeling the stealthiest of the stealthy people.
After you, good sir.
Right, well. I guess I will stick to the shadows and proceed forward. Do we want to try and take them, or
Pincer.
I'm down for a pincering.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, break.
I was going to finish now with you going 3, 2, 1, break, and your hidden blade going off, and you just lose your finger. Son of a!
That's not what I meant! Jesus Christ!
Someone look after that! And I just toss the finger backwards and it hits Trim square in the head.
God damn it, Jen! Why? Why would you do this?
And you start giving me, flicking the finger up at me, using my own
Yeah,
finger.
we're just flipping the bird at you. But that would be in an alternative.
That never happened.
Yeah, that never
Air of uniformity. Anyway.
Right, anyways, you guys carry on. I'll let you know that they haven't seen you yet.
Let's just fucking go for it, shall we? You go for the one on the left.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought we were doing, seeing it was a pincer movement.
I mean, yeah, but it sounds better when I say it. Is the mist such that we could like sneak in front of their faces? Well, not quite their faces, but the other side of the room.
Yeah, you can go around the edge of the room quite happily.
Right.
Think of it as like this central bit has lifted.
Okay.
However, it helps actually. If I go to the map layer and I'll put on
Oh, I'm getting
a really cool box. There you go. So the grey boxes, anything inside those is the mist, if you will. You can only see the three guys because you can see like their legs poking out and whatnot. Alright then. Before you guys get too far ahead, let's do some initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Just so we know who's going what and where. We shall have some fun.
Dun, 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 dun.
shockingly.
Oh wow, natural 20. I know it's a 22, but I don't care.
That's the worst place to roll a natural 20. Never roll it on initiative. All these guys got.
Yeah, I always think it's good. It's better to have a lower or middling.
Oh wow. Wow.
Well, I think it's safe to say you guys are all going before me.
And Leonard's sort of keeping.
Apart from Tom.
Indeed. No, Tom's going before me. Tom's on 8. I'm on 7.
Oh no.
And Leonard's just sort of keeping an eye out.
DM, is this a surprise round?
It will be a surprise round, which means you might actually get 2 procs of assassinate if you follow me.
Alright, that's pretty splendid for you, Tom.
Why are we talking like we were from the West Country?
Dunno, we can talk like we're from London if you like.
Alright,
Alright, so I've got a talk, right, so I'm gonna be partaking in a monthly D&D game, right, soon enough. And like my character is gonna be a Kanku warlock. All the other players are noobs and do not know what a Kanku is. The only reason I'm going a warlock is so I can use the telepathy in it, with the subclass, the old one.
Oh, fair
And
enough.
so, but my other thought was, because he's like a young lad from the city, spent most of his time around the Thieves Guild, you know, pinching pockets, pinching women, way, that kind of thing. I was thinking, when he seems kind of serious and hard, but when he talks through telepathy, hello, governor!
It's a really...
Scale how?
Oh, no. You want a better one, right? So, we'll get back to the game in a second, but just a quick detour. Pathfinder game, we found an NPC called Oh No Toscubble. Our DM got the perfect voice for it. Every time we meet him or he does something, he's actually, my mum says, and exactly what we told him not to do. So you should do that for the Kenku voice. Right. My demon says, bad idea to go around that corner. But we're also picking the final boss of the entire campaign that we're doing. It's going to be Oh No. So we're going to get to this final chamber. He's going to be sat down on his throne, all the robes on, and like the hood's going to come back. Just going to shout and go, my mum says that mortality is overrated.
No! You are the chosen one!
At which point my paladin's just going to throw a sword shield and go, that's it, I'm done.
Right,
The
anyway.
shot wasn't normal. So yeah, right, Shinji, you're going first. Duathil and Jinsukuna have vanished into the fog.
I suppose go ahead and
you get distracted.
Also, apologies if you can hear baby crying.
sorry, we
Wow.
can hear baby crying.
Yeah, I can hear my niece downstairs.
Oh,
Very
I thought you
clear.
meant in game. I
Oh.
was like,
Yeah, me too, that's what I thought.
I was gonna like,
I
wait, what?
thought Brian, you've been hiding something all this time.
Nah. The universe can't handle 2 me's.
We're fighting babies.
Baby Royale.
I can't hurt a baby. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. There's some hard ass babies.
Yes.
Right, let's think.
Oh, don't get too extreme.
I mean, I take it, I just can't see anything at all in there.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Anything in the grey rectangles is invisible to you.
Hmm.
Let's see.
And why, oh, why Twitch are we not in dark mode? There we go. Ooh. I'm liking the shot of my webcam right now. I've got this nice glow coming off my microphone.
Oh.
It's not that polished, I promise you.
Mm.
Can I do a minor illusion of something? I'm just trying to think to distract them. I'm thinking something like a fireball or something or another. I mean, I do have pyrotechnics, but I don't want to risk hitting one of
you
our
can create
team.
a minor illusion of like a fireball flying in.
Yeah, of like a couple of fireballs sort of flying in, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna hide something from you all.
Oh,
Dear
God.
God, dear God. Okay. As you throw in the fireball, you hear two voices from inside. In fact, Durithil and Jin, I also need you two to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I am not intelligent.
What? What?
7.
Oh. Why?
So wait,
I
what
mean,
illusion do I see?
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
hey!
Well, Tom passed, Edge you fell. You guys can see it just through the mist, like Shinju's form coming in. She strums on her lute in a different chord you haven't seen her do in a while, and you just see what looks like a fireball start flying through the air.
Alright.
You all hear a couple of voices in Elfish shout the equivalent of "get down," and you hear like two bodies hit the floor hard. Durithil, what you're gonna do is this image of a fireball so suddenly floating
Alright.
through the air. And
Holy
to
shit!
you,
Yeah,
it's
pretty
real.
much, yeah.
I was
Just
thinking
kind
him
of
sort of
like,
like jumping to the
That's
wall and
the
being like,
wrong shape.
Durithil's. Oh no, I mean, Durithil will probably be like, I would probably be fine anyway. I'll have words later. Is this guy
Just-
prone now? Or is
just-
he just.
Just going all Hellboy, like, well, here I come. Yeah, is there a nice little thing we can use for prone on tokens?
There's like a guy on all fours.
Yeah, I was hoping for something better.
Maybe a
Best I will
guy
have
with
today.
arrows sticking
Guy
in
on
his
2
back.
fours. A guy on some fours. Alright.
Oh,
Well,
the two marked are the two that have gone like, and duck down and put their hands over their heads.
well, then I'm going to like grab my quarterstaff like it's a baseball bat and just wail on his head. So, 14 bludgeoning damage, natural 20, 16 bludgeoning damage.
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then an unarmed strike for 11 bludgeoning damage.
So that's 41.
Wait, isn't it a surprise round?
Yep.
It is, yeah, but I'm not a rogue.
Yeah, Jin would be like, fantastic for me, every hit is a critical. Stab.
Nice. Stabbity stab.
Especially with the new item he's got, he's going to enjoy that. So right, so that's your action gone. Shinji, you've done your thing. Next up is the good lady Trim.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, Ed, do you mind taking control of Leonard for tonight?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here.
It's probably wrong, shit.
What can I do here? Here you are. It's quite a difficult scenario in there.
distraction.
Distraction. Yeah, we'll distract them with what?
Or just do blessed or something. Rain blessed down
Let
on.
me look. Oh, god damn it.
For God's sake, Leonard.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
that's fine. Don't have to move anyone around.
That's cool.
Okay, because no, fudge, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I suppose I could do Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame.
Sacred Flame on this guy here. So that he may or may not be on fire.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay, I kind of
Just to see if you can actually line up the target, because he's now like ducking down in the fog.
Well,
Me and my big mouth.
so yeah, I just line it up there and
Whoops.
bling.
That should be on that setting, not a default setting. That was rather dumb. Let's try that again, shall we? More like it. Okay, so he takes 8 points of radiant damage
Lovely.
as a small ball of holy fire flies through the air, slamming into his face. Whilst he's lying in the mist, suddenly like, what the heck?
There's Shinja with like a giant fireball like floating by, and there's me throwing fire like sort of balls everywhere.
Well, it's a
Well,
good
it
distraction.
actually
They don't know what's real and what's not now.
Yeah. Well, he's like fully convinced that was an actual fireball. He's been hit by a fireball.
Yeah, so
Screaming his bloody lungs out.
I think that's all I can really do. Thinking about it.
Alright
Okay,
then. It is the time of the assassin. You know you want to do it.
Feel good. Boom. Right. I'm going to draw this, tap him on the shoulder, and ask him nicely if he could possibly hold this for a second.
Oh, you went for that one. Okay. Go ahead and roll for me, please, another d10 plus your sneak attack damage twice, because you are doing your assassinate feature will proc, so it's all the damage.
all the damage in the world as you're gonna kill the guy.
Wow, that's such a wide range of damage. 18, 20, 46. Jesus. I think I'm right.
Excuse me for a second, young man. Could you possibly just hold this? I need to tie my shoelaces.
Yeah.
Hold a
46.
second. There we are. Thank you.
I'd like to point out one thing, by the way. Jin Sukuna on his own did the damage of 2 of you in one swing.
Jesus Christ.
Roads are broken. Anyway, so yeah, you pull out your sword and just quite happily stab him through after he's like, "What? Didn't realise you were there at all." Managed to run him through. Right,
Might
they
be
don't
humming
get
the
an action
Jaws
because
theme.
it's a surprise round. Leonard gets to go now.
I'd be
Alright.
humming
I
this.
should also
Okay.
point out, Ed, Leonard has used his gauntlets today.
Alright, sure thing.
Also, whilst I was killing that guy, I was, or not killing, well, eviscerating, whatever. I was humming the Jaws theme at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Would you please help this?
Alright. As an action, I'm going to Misty Step. As a bonus action, even. So 30 feet forward. I turn briefly into like a whitish mist, and reappear, coalescing out of the fog, and then take my whatever weapon it is I happen to use, and
Warhammer.
make an attempt on the life of this poor fellow.
Okay.
Warhammer! 27.
That is a smash in the face.
That is, hang on, I have an attack. And with it, if it hits... Does an 18 hit?
An 18 also hits.
Then I will put a Divine Smite into it. If I can remember. 1d8 for first level spell slot. So we'll do that. I assume he is not an undead. Or
He's
a
very
fiend.
much not an undead.
Alright. Then he also takes an additional 2 radiant damage.
An additional 2, lovely. He is still standing. Proud and happy. He's taking quite a beating though. But with that, combat is now initiated anew, and we're back to you, Shinju.
What shall we do this time?
And I'm really upset. I was hoping Tom was going to use that nice shiny weapon I gave him.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
not the sword, the other thing.
Would I be able to use prestidigitation again to create a light to light up the room?
That would be the light spell specifically, which is also a cantrip protocol.
Yeah,
you can do,
right
like,
then. I don't
prestidigitation
have
again
that then.
to like clear some more of the fog out.
Yeah, well, let's do a little bit more wind and see if we can disperse.
Yeah. Just trying to think of a nice way of illustrating what's going on. So there you go. You increase the wind clearage. Hopefully the lines are still visible. So basically it's like the two farthest edges of the room now. The fog's completely cleared and the guy that was crouching in the mist hadn't been noticed, hadn't fallen down, realised that the fireball was fake, is full on like, oh my, we're under attack. And telling his troops to do something. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action? Or is that your turn over?
Me, I'm guessing... Can I see anyone still?
You can now
or
see
not?
everyone.
Yay. Right, I can give somebody Bardic Inspiration then.
Currently, Jinzukuna has some, so you have an option of Duathil or Leonard.
I'll give it to Leonard, as he is going low priority.
Cool. Duathil, you handsome, sexy man.
Yes, hello. I'm cold. Oh, right, it's my go. I thought you were just, gonna... Fine, alright.
No, I pointed it directly at you for a reason.
Okay. So, am I inspired? Is this me?
No, Leonard has been inspired, Duathil is not inspired. But it is your go.
I mean, I am inspired in other ways, but I will continue, as I do, as a martial class, doing the same as always. Okay, is he still prone?
That's really strange. I may have to fix something. Right, so 28 hits, 14 plus 9 is 23.
Alright,
Yeah, it's 23.
And then a curb stomp with my foot, so 10 less damage.
Well, you not only like full on beat him into the ground, Duathil, but in so doing, like your final curb stomp is like a proper curb stomp. He's on the ground, his face is broken and bloody, he looks up at you with like a whole, please stop, as your foot just goes down and you feel the skull cave.
Oh, sorry,
It's
sometimes
not
you've got to
like
break
the
a few
mountain,
eggs.
Like I smash his head in like this, pop, and brains and that go everywhere, but you've certainly crushed the front of his skull in.
And then I would like to use my movement, so I am flanking.
Alright then.
That's my turn.
Cool. Trimmed is your go, and Tom, I will try and sort out the thing.
Oh god. Righty ho then.
So
Just
apologies to the
gonna.
viewers whilst I have Tom's character sheet up briefly.
I'm gonna run up here Leonard is. And I is going to take a swing with a sword. 10 does not hit, don't it?
A 10 sadly is a miss.
Alright, fair enough. Okay. That's all I can really do. Like, can't really do that much.
Alright then, it is Jin Sukuna's go, and I'm just twiddling about with his character sheet.
I shall allow you to continue to twiddle about with my character.
That's fine. It's an extra that many. Right, the extra damage that's on there is only for when you have sneak attack damage. So in fact, I'll let you put it on there actually. Just as a note. Right, so actually it shouldn't be on a surprise enemy, it should be when you have an advantage on the attack roll, like now for example.
So I could use it now then.
Yeah.
Alright then, so yeah, let's give this a whirl, shall we?
Indeed.
It
Shiny
should be,
new blade.
shall I basically just clicking it and then do I add the additional?
Yeah. Then you'll have to roll the extra damage on top.
That, and then...
And that is a hit, so you also get your 2d6 plus your sneak attack damage.
2... 6...
Not bad.
Sneak attack.
And I want to say that's a kill. 16... 32... Yeah, that is most certainly a kill by a long way.
You have a
Great
hidden
solid.
blade now. Fantastic.
Yes, yeah. We had this when he got it. It was like, oh, we have this for you. It's a bracer and inside is a hidden blade.
Oh,
He was
that's the
fanboying
thing.
so hard. Now he has one. So yeah, you, as Trim's like trying to hit the other chap who manages to deflect it with his own sword, and do until you run across to try and just help Shinsakuna. You just watch as he slams down on him with the flat of his palm, but as he pulls it away, you see a very small dagger sort of protrude out from his wrist, which then pops back in.
Well, at least you're not trying to compensate.
No, that's why I have these, holding up the rapier and the katana.
Oh, of course.
Alright, oh god, this guy knows to get away. He can't get away, he has no allies left. Alright, he's going to use the roguish action to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30. So as far as he can get. And Shinju, I need you to make either an acrobatics or an athletics check for me, please.
Me?
Not through adult
Shinju.
Shinju.
Me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Shinju. I'm not Shinju.
– 16.
Okay, that's annoying. I rolled a 9 on the check. So he comes on, he goes to like grab you to try and hold you as a hostage, but you manage to wriggle out the way in time. And it's also Leonard's go.
Alrighty. Leonard will be like, no, I'll save you, Shinju! And we'll run on over so he's behind this dude. And then he is going to enact a Searing Smite
Not her searing smite.
as a bonus action. So Warhammer the first, 24 to hit. And make me a...
That's it.
And he takes 1d6. So So 5 fire damage, and he's now on fire. Then another attack, 21 to hit, 10 bludgeoning damage.
All those attacks are hits, so he
Fantastic.
is now on the turbo fire.
And at the start of his turn,
26
just to make a con save, will take fire damage.
Okay, he is very much now on fire. And
Splendid.
not in the good Overwatch way either.
I'm on fire! Oh yeah!
I'm burning! I'm burning!
I am the Lord of
I'm
Fire.
burning!
And I do fire. Do.
Alright, so Shinjo, it's back around to you. Your potential kidnapper is now on fire. And I have no good fire icon, so he's going to have a red dot. He burns.
I'll just prod him with my longsword.
24.
At 24 hits, he takes 7 points of slashing damage. Funnily enough, that is not the killing blow, although I wish it was. You do have a second attack, because you have multi-attack now as a bard. At your current level.
Well, I'll just slash again.
Slashy.
Slashy, slashy. Still not dead. He is a resilient young man. He is on fire. He's been smacked around by a paladin. Been nearly duped by everyone else.
And set on fire by me.
Yeah. But he's still standing. He's still taking a few hits and blows. He's trying hard to shake them off, but he's got blood pouring down his face where Leonard hits him. He's got a few burn marks on him now. But he's not in a good
Part of
way.
me feels really sorry for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is a job. Anyways, Duracell, it is your go.
Alrighty. I mean, how on the ropes does he look?
Well, what was it, 1d6 fire damage?
Yeah.
Might take a couple of rounds to burn him.
I mean, it'd be better to put him out of his misery, probably. In all seriousness, burning to death is not a pleasant way to go.
No, it's not really.
I should know.
Are you talking as Tashi, or are you talking as...
Oh,
As
as Tashi, because of the battle royale.
You burned to death? Oh, do you mean as Trim, then?
Well, as Trim, well, both. Mm.
Anyway, I will proceed behind... I just guess... behind, whatever, up to this gentleman, and see if I can't give him a swift death. Oh, 14 to hit. Ryan.
Sorry, a 20... Oh, sorry.
It's not advantage, so.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Brain is not with it. 14 sadly is a miss.
Oh, this is embarrassing. 16?
16 is indeed a hit.
Alright. And then unarmed strike. 20 to hit.
Is also a hit, so you come around, you swing one staff, he dodges out the way at the last second, but you drop down the other one and just smack him with the flat of your palm, and he finally succumbs to his injuries. Congratulations, you just annihilated 3 rogues who are stealthing ready for you. God dang it.
I mean, sorry.
Well, yeah.
I sat there, I planned this whole thing out, I was like, this is going to be hilarious, you guys are going to walk into the mist, and it's going to be full on like Velociraptors from Jurassic Park moment.
You see, we know not to go into the tall grass.
Brian, this is you. Every time you, introduce something, we are wary of everything you put in front of us. We know bad things happen.
I will let you all carry on. So what do you guys want to do? You have 3 dead bodies, and the mist has now essentially just been blasted away.
Loot them?
It's slowly falling back in, but it's falling in at such a rate it's going to take ages for it to fill the room back up again.
Wow.
I mean, I would loot the bodies to see.
Are they... Did you say there were, sort of chests in the room and that?
You didn't see any chests as the mist was lifting. I'll say for the sake of brevity, the room is completely clear of the mist.
Oh, okay.
Any floorboards, like cobbles or anything moved?
Make an investigation check.
Well, I know mine's going to go 15. Not bad. Oh, lovely.
Darn it. Okay, as you're going around the room, Trim, you're like looking along the walls and on the floor very methodically. Shinju, as you walk in, you didn't notice it at first, but now it seems a bit odd. There's like a marking on the wall about there-ish. That is the Elven or the kanji for ice.
I wonder if we used ice against this wall. Might
Yeah.
reveal something.
Maybe. It's a good idea.
Usually
Does anyone actually have ice or can?
No rays of frost or frostbite. We don't have many proper magical people. I mean,
Do you still?
I mean, we could try prestidigitation again because you can chill things, but apart from that,
I love the way you all jump to this conclusion. As you go over to it, you do see there's like a small hole about the size of your thumb, sort of enough to put your thumb in and pull on something.
oh, did any of them on their bodies? Was there any like cylindrical objects? Right. I don't like this.
There's
Okay.
no sticks like lying around or anything like
Nope.
that.
Trim, do you have Trim? Can you cast resistance?
I don't have resistance in here.
It's a cantrip. Do you have it as a cantrip?
Oh
Just
no, I don't.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry then.
Um,
Durithil's going to look in the hole.
Make a perception check for me, Durithil.
Okay.
Oh wait, what if? I wonder if the candle, I have candles, so what if it's
Okay.
like big enough to fit in there?
Looking inside, you can see it doesn't go all that far. It seems to be more like a handle of some sort.
Can I take my eye away? Glad I don't have a spike in my eye. And poke a finger in.
Yep, it's not a tight fit, but you certainly got a grip on something underneath.
I would like to pull.
As you pull, out pops a small box that is probably A3. No, going the wrong way. A5 size.
All you hear is Durithil going, "Please be a secret chest. Please be a secret chest." Yay!
Yay! All I can think of now is Iron Man doing Civil War.
Exactly. Yeah.
Please be a
Yeah.
secret door. Yay! But inside that chest, you find a small journal
Ooh.
and a key.
Oh. What does the
Key
key
number-
look like?
I've forgotten how I described the last guy. I believe I said it was an onyx key.
Obsidian.
Or an
Obsidian.
key.
Oh, an obsidian key. Very
This
nice.
key is of a blue quartz.
Oh,
In a similar style to the obsidian key you already have.
interesting. I'm gonna like sit down cross-legged with the journal and pass the key to Trim. What is within the journal?
Okay, flicking through it. What languages do you know?
I know off the top of my head, and I'm looking at my page: Common, Elvish, Draconic, Sylvan.
Okay, nothing in this book surprises you. Reading through it, it is a journal probably by Shiro Mengami, if not by one of his hosts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very old journal. Half the pages are haven't really been torn out, but they've like aged to the point of you really have to be delicate. But each one of them talks about how they have this insatiable nightmare, this constant nightmare, and they have this insatiable need to hoard coinage, or to prove that they're better than everyone by doing something impossible, like slaying a beholder using only ice magic, or going after some sort of big game that normally takes 2 or 3 people to take down on his own. Or whatever. It all varies from person to person. Some of them seem to be magi over time, others seem to be full upright assassins or rangers or some sort. The latest entry, however, is the most surprising.
Oh.
I have found a woman. Her name is Shinju.
Her beauty astounds me. It is like the first day of spring. No,
Her boobies are large and bouncy, and I
indeed,
can't
her
think of
boobs are
anything
larger
else.
than the mountains behind me. Like the
Yeah,
last,
like
the most recent entry, just to paraphrase it, because it's a long entry.
Sure.
Is basically how he's struggling to balance himself and Shiro as a personality.
Oh no, the host.
Like, yeah,
has
like,
become...
well, it's more like like the previous entries, they talked about how they managed to find some sort of a compromise and a balance. In his current position, it's like Shiro is violently trying to take over. So when he's asleep, he wakes up not where he went to sleep in. He wakes up in a different part of the world entirely, or in a different city, and he's just realised he's hunted someone down and doesn't even realise what he's done.
Are there any? Does it seem to be? It's journal entries by multiple hosts. Then
Yeah, some are written in an Elvish script, some are written in a Draconic, like with an Elven thing on it. Like half the words are in Draconic, half the other half of a phrase is in Elven. All generally saying that like they don't like being with this dragon. It's very scary.
Well, I'm gonna snap the journal shut and tuck it away in my backy packy. Well, it seems that Shiro's current host, is not strong enough, or Shiro was too strong. Which is interesting.
Okay. Well, we have 2 keys.
How many did we
And
need?
now we have third.
3. Yeah.
It was
we need
3 keys were needed.
Right, well, let us
Yeah.
return to I assume the main atrium. Where-
Indeed. As you guys return to the main atrium, there are 2 paths left to go. One that goes slightly up, and one that goes slightly to the, for the sake of map direction, to the east.
Well, I think we're gonna have to check each anyway.
Very true.
Mm.
I point in a random direction. Hold on.
Flip a coin.
We take the top one then.
Alright then.
I
Going
mean,
into the top room.
can you
you
check
see-
for traps, please?
Yeah,
You see the corridor snake around. The floor, ceiling, and everything, although they are roughly carved, there's like a icy texture to them. It doesn't feel natural either. Like this ice sheet, it's too thick and too resistant to you rubbing your hand against it or putting a torch on it to try and melt it. But with a 21 perception trim, you notice that in places the ice is a little darker. In patches.
Okay.
Very small, faint patches.
I pretty
Hang on,
much.
let me draw where you can see these patches.
Okay. Right. And I call.
And
And I.
one more was there. So there you go. Those blue squares are where you see like the ice is significantly darker.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's something weird about them dark patches of ice. I can't quite put my finger on it, but like I don't think they are good things at all. Yeah, guys, why are you so back there?
Yeah, we'll come in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I could try earthquake and well, not earthquake. Yeah, I have like.
I mean, do we not want to keep the element of surprise, or?
Oh no, Shiro knows you're here. He's just
Oh,
He's just
yeah,
playing.
fucking, you get that. I don't care.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well,
Shall I use
Like
my?
he's enjoying the game. Like to him, this is a game. You guys are his prey. He wants to see if you are worthy of the hunt. Try and get
Remember,
to it.
guys. It's just a game.
Okay.
Just a game.
Okay. Bum. It's so handy when it does not give you the actual range of the spell. How far out from the self?
I think we
Clearly,
said
clearly.
60 before.
Okay, either way, you cast Earth Tremor, you all physically feel the ground shake and rumble. The small patches of ice on their own start to creak and crack, and you see some crack lines forming. As the ice begins to slowly give under all the extra physical pressure.
So they're pitfalls?
Mm-hmm.
Like, huh. Okay. So, had we stepped on one of these, then we could have fallen through. That would be bad.
Yes, very bad.
It would be
So,
bad.
I suppose we just sort of wander around the holes and things and proceed.
I would like to. I mean, how do we know? Oh, they're still covered up then, I assume.
Yeah, like you know where the pitfalls are. You can see them visibly in the ice.
Well,
Well,
I will.
If you guys are just going to rush on through, it'd be like, oh, okay, you guys are now falling through holes, but Trim took her time.
Okay. Oh, all right, sure. Is the ice slippy or?
No, it's fine. You guys can walk in it quite happy.
I don't like it when you say it like that.
Well, it's more the fact of, I should have penalised you, but I tried to look in the rules, and it's like, where's the things for, like, slipping on ice?
Well, just make it up, man.
I know, but if I make it up,
That's
it's
how
only
5e
gonna
works. You're just gonna make things up. I will proceed with Trim. I will run on the wall when he. I just fucking run on the wall the whole way around. To be honest, I guess I could do that now.
Yeah.
Does it actually cost you key to run on the wall?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't cost me, but I can't end my turn or stop moving and still be on the wall. I'll fall.
Okay.
So basically, if I'm on the wall, I have to keep, or on the water, I have to keep fucking moving. I can't stand still.
Like Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I stop, then I'm gonna drop.
Okay. Right. As you guys come into the next room, walking through all the ice and everything else, this room is also very thick ice, ceilings, wall, floor, and a whole lot of it. But you do see various columns piercing up through the ice, and inside you can see a few objects. One of them has got a chest in it, namely the central one. But you do see other things as well, but the ice is a little bit misty.
Is it okay to make perception checks on said columns where...
You can do, or you can just go into each one, and I will let you know what's in them.
No, perception.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
just-
I'm gonna perception the shit out of them all. 16. Not bad. No, it's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. In this one right here at the back,
Okay.
in the back corner, you can make out an insectoid figure. Very thin, grasshopper-like back legs. You're not quite sure if it's the ice, or the colour, or anything else, or just you having little to no special eyes or anything like that. But it looks very blue in tone. Has an insectoid face, a long, scaly tail.
Yeah.
So what's the insects doing trapped in here? Do the other columns hold anything?
I'll also point out, it is a big bug. Like, it takes up the majority of the column.
And the chest is in this one?
Yep.
I put a gold coin on it.
If you want to, go ahead and make a religion check on the thing in the ice.
Okay. It's probably gonna go bad. Yeah, I know nothing.
The cleric with no religion, that's hilarious.
Well,
I know. I'm proficient in it as well.
What's
bad
this?
roll. Roll a 4.
I've been thinking for the
The
longest
two
time.
of you know nothing about this thing in the ice.
Under the ice,
Yeah. So
what is
we
in
know
the
nothing.
other places?
Oh.
Going through the other ones, you see various skeletons and corpses that seem to be like frozen in shock and looking down as if like, what's happening? And then like the ice is frozen them in a straight pillar.
Oh boy. I swear, this chest is a frozen mimic. I swear.
That would be quite.
I only do the
twist.
mimic thing once.
You have to work really hard to
Obviously
unthor
gonna
it,
be
then
a
it just bites you.
It's gonna be a mimic, isn't it? See that we've already had one chest turned into a mimic.
Well, I mean, I have Sacred Flame.
Well, we have a 50-50 chance of it being a actual one or not, don't we?
Okay.
We've got one more.
I'm gonna cautiously cast Sacred Flame on the pillar with the chest.
Okay, Sacred Flame does nothing because it does radiant damage, not fire damage.
Well, frick.
It lights
is
it
very-
up
very
ever so
misleading.
briefly. You can quite happily see it's a chest, and it doesn't look like the chest you fought previously, so it's not a mimic.
Okay.
What if
Am
it's
I
no
doing
difference?
prestidigitation again, or can that
Yeah, go
do
for
that?
it.
Or I was going to say, or I've got pyrotechnics. So
Oh.
I'm guessing I can.
I'm gonna step it.
And
Wise
thank
decision. I'm
you,
good to step away.
D&D Compendium, for not doing the job well.
Or it's
Yeah.
just not in the compendium, so.
Hang on. Can't find a key now for the ampersand. By the pyrotechnics.
I know I can make things like light shows and fireworks and that, so I'm assuming I can
Meltable.
strike up at
Choose an
yeah.
area of non-magical flame that you can see that fits within a 5-foot cube within range. You can extinguish that fire in the area or create either fireworks or smoke when you do.
Isn't that.
So you do
Why
need,
is that second level spell for you?
second
Yeah.
level transmutation.
Well, you can set something on fire with your prestidigitation, then use that to do that. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so what am I doing? Prestidigitation?
I will reach into my backpack and take out. I must have something I can. I mean, what does pyrotechnics actually do? Kind of like
Basically, if there's a fire, it's like, okay, it's now a set of fireworks, or it's now bellowing a thick smoke. So it's a good thing in like a survival situation to create a distraction. Or...
Oh, so it's not really a thing for
No, it's not like
burning down ice blocks.
no.
Well, I mean, I have a
I
tinder
mean, you
box.
guys do
so...
have torches, so just
Yeah,
putting
like,
some torches around it will do.
yeah, we'll stick some torches around it.
Can I try and just smash it?
You can do. Go ahead and roll for me a strength check.
Oh no.
I know you can do damage to it physically. It's more, how strong are you to fully crack this thing open? Yeah.
And then Leonard comes
Well, I was
along.
gonna say, like, you give it a punch. It's pretty thick ice. You might need to take a few swings at it.
And then can Leonard come along and be like, okay, watch this, and try and just
Yeah.
athletics
Yeah,
it, I guess. Go on then, Leonard.
Gets advantage.
13. He gets
No,
advantage.
there you
22.
He has advantage because he's wearing the gauntlets.
So 22.
With a 22, Leonard just quite happily comes along, sizes it up, poof, like 1 inch punches it, and puts a pretty hefty crack in the ice pillar. Has not broken it though.
Hit it again?
I guess so. He will, crunch his fingers with the gauntlet, and then ram another athletics check. 28 this time.
Finally, the chest is free with an almighty cacophonous crash and sound of icicles falling from the ceiling. And you now
Welcome.
have a very wonderfully looking obsidian black chest.
Oh. Does it look locked?
It does not look locked, although it does bear a symbol on it. And if anyone wants to know what the
Do
symbol
we need
means,
to
go
do
ahead
a
and make a
check?
religion check. With
Really?
advantage, because you've all seen this symbol before.
Haha, 13, finally!
Tashi's got it.
Tashi, with that 23, you remember exactly what the symbol is. This chest has Umbreon's mark on it.
Oh, just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
What if we use the obsidian key on this obsidian chest?
No, that's too obvious. Who would never do that? I'm kidding.
Well,
I-
if
I'm
the
joking, I'm
symbols,
joking.
if it's, I was gonna say, if the symbols opened up the last one by doing.
Wait, what's this?
Yeah.
I mean, Edwin missed the whole thing about symbols. Were we opening things with symbols, or?
Well, we
It
know
doesn't
Umbreon
matter.
is a black.
Well, the best way of putting it, it's kind of like the Hall of Stories in Skyrim.
Oh, right.
So you've got the 3 key-coded door. As opposed to going out and getting the Dragon Claw, which has the key code on it, you guys need to go out and get the 3 keys.
Can we slip this?
Currently,
Is
you
there
have
is there
2.
even a lock to slip this key into?
There is a lock on the chest. And the key
All
does
right.
not fit. Save you all
Okay.
bother. It goes in fine because it's the same size for the lock, but when you twist it, it's like, that's wrong.
Hmm.
Does the key have any symbols on it?
Mm-mm. And the keys themselves do not have any markings on them. It is purely by colour and association.
Is there
This-
an owl, a bear, and a toad upon the? No. Okay.
No.
And there's no
This
keys
is
in the
purely a
pen.
colour association thing you guys were making of a black chest and a black key.
Is there no
Which I
key in the
completely know
pillars?
is
Or just skeletons
Nope,
and...
you see no key.
Okay then.
You can unlock it. Jin has got thieves' tools and a pretty damn high dexterity.
Well, go ahead, Jin. Do your thing.
Okay then. So, Jin Sakuna, I need you to go ahead and give me a dexterity check with advantage, because you have thieves' tools. And you know what you're doing.
Okey-dokey, pickety-pokey. Dex. Where the hell is my dex?
Top left, underneath strength.
Ooh, lovely.
23, you pull out your thieves' tools, you start pick. No, it's not that. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. And with a satisfying click, the top of the chest just pops open slightly. And inside you find a few odd bits of coin. And by a few, I'm being under-exaggerating. It's a lot of coin.
Oh.
You have my attention.
Can I just
Give
be
me a
out?
second.
Hold Bob back! Oh wait, so it's not here.
Oh,
Um,
I will note it down.
I love the fact that it didn't do what I told it at all.
Nice. That
I
sounds
wanted to
alright.
roll a d20 and then a d100. Oh, that's an awkward number to work with, isn't it? You find 165, I believe that would be correct.
165. All right.
I will double check my mathematics on that. Bear with. 5 times 3.
I
is
assume
indeed
gold pieces.
165.
All right.
My brain is not burnt out. I'm rather pleased with that. Yeah, so 165 gold pieces.
Mhm.
A set of masterwork blacksmithing tools.
Interesting. Interesting. Do you want me to? I'll knit these down, Trim.
Okay.
And-
fine.
Right at the bottom, this chest being, as you like reach in, you realise how big this chest is as like a small extra dimensional space. You pull out a beautiful white short bow.
Oh.
And we're talking
Ooh.
like ice white.
Ah.
Wow.
Ooh.
I'm guessing he's gonna be an ice dragon.
I just slowly turned to her. What's aim it away, Shinju?
Oh my dear, no.
All I can just say is for that, it's just Shinju's hair colour. All done.
Oh.
It's a hair colour
Oh.
moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a beautiful white, almost crystal short bow.
Wow.
Who wants the short bow?
I feel like the people who would benefit best from this is either Jin Sakuna or Jin Sakuna. Or
Well,
maybe
you
Yeah.
have a high dexterity.
this is true.
Sorry.
Oh, I mean, Durthil's dex is like max.
I
So it's
think
also, I'm very heavily armoured at the moment with everything I'm carrying. I don't think I can carry
You're
anything.
practically a human porcupine.
I've got a rapier, a katana, a hidden blade, a crossbow, my short bow. So, daggers. Still some of your darts, I think. I can't remember.
Oh, that's true. You can keep this.
Okay, you are full on Assassin's Creeding this. You've got two bows slung to your back, you've got swords at your side, hidden blade, daggers and a bandolier.
I need to check something because I'm pretty sure.
All you need now is a hawkish ally and you've got someone to work with. Or are you double checking that monks can use short bows?
Short bows. Yeah, I'm not sure whether they're simple weapons or not. Turns out they are. So
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, long
I
bows
mean-
are a military weapon.
If all of you are okay with me having it, it is a very beautiful short bow. I wouldn't want to prevent someone else partaking in this bow shortly.
I don't mind. Like, it's up to everyone else, really.
Shinju, you sure you don't want this?
I don't
If you wanted to.
mind. I mean, it would be long range.
If you wish to take advantage of it, then go for it.
I mean, I do have my I suppose I've got my rod of hennatai that I don't use anyway. So,
I can make a trade if you like.
no. I want my no. You
I want
have it.
both.
I mean, I don't think I have any long range weapons as such, but I have Sacred Flame.
Are you able to use simple weapons?
I believe I can. If I just look on my character sheet.
Honestly,
yes, I
even
can.
though I would be quite expert at using a short bow, I just have far more advantage attacking up close, honestly. Even if I am more dexterous than the average monkey. So, women fight over it, I guess. That's. I feel like, you've got reliable range damage, Trim, so it'd make more sense for
Yeah.
Shinju to have it.
Yeah,
That way
that's
Shinju doesn't
fine.
have to stick her neck out every time she wants to help.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good point. So there you go, Shinju.
I bequeath unto you this here quite dank bow. Do with it as you please.
Does it come with quivers, like arrows?
No,
Yes,
it doesn't.
it's practically trembling.
I was gonna say it doesn't come with arrows, so unless it's a magic bow where you just pull back and it makes a magic bow.
One way to find out, and that's to take a short rest and attune to the thing.
Well then, I suppose we can take a short rest for a bit. Get your hit points up, Jin Sakuna and Leonard. Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go.
But also inside the chest, whilst you guys were debating all this, you do also find a final key. This time
Oh.
made out of a near brilliantly white diamond.
Alright. 12 out around my fingers and hold on to that one.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
these three? Black,
If we're
white,
going by-
blue.
If we're going by Prime Dragons, it would be Azulon
Well,
Shiro
Azulon, Shinju, blah, blah.
and Umbreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's only 3 of the 5. Oh well. I guess we'll never know the machinations of the Prime Dragons.
We can always ask them at some point. Who knows?
Or have you ever considered it's 3 different types of ice? White ice, blue ice, black ice.
But there isn't a yellow chromatic track.
No. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Damn it! God damn it!
That's a cool. I like
Okay.
that theme. I didn't even think of that. Do the other before we take our short rest and inevitably get jumped? Do the other ice pillars contain anything?
Like I said, the other ones don't contain anything apart from skeletons or a long, slowly decaying corpse that's looking down in shock at the sudden appearance of an ice pillar that it's now encased in. The only one that doesn't look shocked is this one in here, which looks more like taken up by the blast.
Okay. Well, while we take our short rest, I don't really need it, so I will keep just constant watch on this dude.
Yeah, I would do the same. On the others as well.
Hmm.
Okay, you guys take your short rest, so feel free to expend hit points and the like.
She's got so much HP.
I just realised that I did not hit record. Whoopsie.
31.
God!
We have been
Right.
streaming, I haven't been recording.
Gosh.
God damn it, Brian!
Do you know what the good thing
Ryan!
about Twitch is? It keeps past broadcasts automatically.
Yay.
Very true.
31.
Back in my day, it was an option.
31.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Blimey.
You're a wizard, Harry.
What?
You're a
unit of
wizard,
power,
Harry.
Harry, you are a wizard.
So anyway, feel free for you guys to expend your hit points and whatnot. Oh my god.
I know, Leonard's fucking dice man.
Manly.
Paladins. He just flexes and restores health.
No, that's barbarians.
Oh, true.
Paladins sit there and go, dear lord, please may I have some more hit points? Thank you.
Dear Jesus. Today I would like some hit points.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you guys know now what the bow does, because I haven't done the thing for it yet, because I'm still tweaking it to make sure it's fair. This is known as Shiro's bow.
Okay.
It does not
Ooh.
require ammunition, it generates it all the time. Every time you draw the string back, it creates an arrow. Long story short, think of Ash's arrow from League of Legends.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What you mean.
So it has like the abundant ammunition trait.
We want
Pathfinder.
Farris.
It is counted as a +2 weapon, so +2 to attack and damage, whilst you're attuned to it. And it has 10 charges per day at the cost of 1 charge. You may fire as an action essentially a gravity bowed arrow, which when it hits a target does like the icy burst kind of thing, which I'm still trying to work out how to translate that over into 5e, because I don't think there's anything of that ilk in 5e currently. I may be wrong.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Well.
If someone had a ranger level, it gives even more, but currently it does not.
Ranger!
Ranger danger. Do. No.
Falling in love, falling in love.
We just go. We
With
just
a
go
There's
into
just
the
extra
song.
things
danger.
regarding the hunter's mark.
Mhm.
Oh yes, Leonard would also like to go. Oh yes. Okay, should I do a German accent? No.
No.
He
Oh.
would like to point at his companions. And he's going to cast Aid.
Ooh.
He's going to cast it on Jinsukuna, Durathil, and probably himself as the 3 frontline fighters.
Okay, that's the
Okay.
next 8 hours.
hours.
Increased by 5. That's pretty nice.
It is just a little spicy bonus.
Yeah. I like that. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yee.
Thank you,
Yeah, boy.
Leonard.
Alright
Yay!
So, whilst
boy.
all that is done, shall we take a quick breather
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
for a minute? I mean, I
let's-
can go
let's
for the
do
next few hours if you want. Just go straight on through, no break.
that.
Because there's
I mean,
something big
it
about to
doesn't
happen.
matter
You guys have
else.
got all 3 keys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. It depends on everyone else.
I'm going to go and make coffee.
Okay, then we'll take a quick breather so Ed can go make a coffee and people can go recharge their drinks and emotions. And I also know where to stop for the purposes of the recording that I need to pull later. Yay, making more work for myself.
Yeah.
But when we come back, we shall continue on with tonight's game of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, week 46. Do not go
Oh.
anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.